Hey everybody, this is CJ.
And I'm Rain.
We're embracing paradise. Just wanted to give you an update. We finally made it yesterday or the day
The day
before.
before.
Day before. But we arrived in Punta Cana about, what was it, 1 a.m.?
hmm
1 a.m. By the time we got settled, it was about 2:30 a.m. Got in, didn't even unpack or anything, just laid down and went to bed.
Well, took a
Took
shower
a shower.
and then laid down and,
Yeah,
and went to bed.
went to bed. I was exhausted. Um, We landed in Santo Domingo about 11 a.m.
hmm
and had to hang around the capital all day. But it was worth it because we got to hang out with some friends. Shout out to Jay, his wife. Um,
Make sure to check out
yeah,
their channels. We'll
yep,
put them down in the description if you
great
haven't already.
content.
Amazing couple, great content.
Yep,
We absolutely adore them.
yep,
Great family because even their daughter's super sweet.
yeah, definitely. And Jay's definitely growing on me about the whole Santo Domingo thing. It's mini Manhattan. But yeah, we're in Punta Cana now. It's about what, 8 a.m.,
Almost 9, I
almost
think.
9 a.m., and we woke up. We're like, we need to relax a little bit. Let's hop in the pool before we get our day started. So we're like, let's just get a update video out and just let everybody know what's going on. Anything you want to add to it?
No, other than if you're traveling with big dogs,
Oh yes.
um, just know that it's going to be a hassle. Nothing's going to go as planned. Your day is not going to go as planned.
As long as they get here, though.
As long as they're here in one piece
Hmm.
and they're not hurt and they're happy and those little tails are wagging, that's all that matters
Yeah.
because that was quite stressful.
Hmm. So you want to get into that and kind of let them know what happened?
Yeah, sure. So we booked it with a moving company. They were very responsive. They were
Hmm.
great in that, but I know
Things
it's
out
not
of their control is what
exactly.
is what I guess caused the delay or
Yeah,
whatever
and
you
that's
want to
what I was
call it.
gonna say
Hmm.
is I guess that my main concerns weren't with them because they were very like communicative and they were always like upfront with what was going on. But
Hmm.
the boys' flights just kept getting delayed and kept getting delayed and kept getting delayed. So they were supposed to be in at about 10 o'clock, no, about 10:30, and when we flew in at 11, I was like, that's perfect. By the time they clear customs and we clear customs, we get the rental. Everybody should be ready to go. We should be on our way to Punta Cana by 1 o'clock. We'll get there just in time to check into the Airbnb, but
Yep,
that didn't happen.
at all.
Their flights kept getting delayed and kept getting
Yeah.
delayed and kept getting delayed. So the last update that we received was
Well, there was a few in between. So, like you said, it was they were supposed to land here at 10:30, and then it got delayed to 1, and then it was takeoff at 3, and then takeoff at 6:40. Which thank God they finally took off at 6:40.
no, there was a small delay
Sorry.
after that. They
Yes.
took off. They didn't take off till about 7:45
Yeah.
ish.
Yeah. It was a small, like, little 45-minute to an hour delay. They took off and then they landed. I don't remember what time.
They officially landed at like 9:30.
Hmm.
By the time that they had to clear customs and get the crates off of the plane
Yeah.
and all that other nonsense and they were ready for us to pick up wasn't until about 10:30 to 11.
Hmm. It's because they flew cargo, and that was the main issue, I guess.
It's because of their size.
Yeah. But they flew cargo, so apparently with cargo planes, they get. They said it's not necessarily delayed. It's just when they're able to, I guess, take off, whether they're fully packed or full
Whatever.
of cargo, whatever. But just I'm just glad that they made it. They it actually the delay kind of allowed us to hang out a little bit, spend some time with Jay and his wife and his family.
Mhm.
They introduced us to another couple that are awesome,
Yeah.
um, from New York as well, which is
He's
cool.
from New York.
Yeah, he's from New York.
She's from Santo Domingo.
Hmm. And we also got to meet Hector, which is like
I think he's like either the CEO or the CFO, something like that, or
Oh,
like the head honcho, if you will,
yeah.
of the Dominican side of the dog moving company. And
Hmm.
he was amazing. He
Yeah.
kind of kept us up to date while we were there and said, you know what? Yeah, the plane landed, but they have to clear customs. Just a long process. Let's go.
Yeah.
10
Went and got
minutes
a
away to
yeah
go get
a cigar. Yeah,
like
we
a
went
drink or
yeah, a
whatever.
cigar, a drink, sat there and talked for him a bit. Good guy. Can't wait to go fishing with him. He has a boat.
Mm.
Really into fishing. He wants to go mahi mahi and blue marlin fishing. So I always told you when we get to DR, I want to go blue marlin fishing. So shout out to Hector.
He actually messaged me yesterday
Did
and
he?
asked how we were doing. Yeah,
Hmm.
he messaged me yesterday and said, "Hey, did you guys make it okay into Punta Cana? Hope you guys got some rest." And then he said, "I'll give you guys a couple days. Work's a little busy for me as well. We'll keep in touch and then we'll plan the fishing trip." So
Yeah, so I'm definitely looking forward to that. Good guy for good guy. You know, he has really good cigars too. But yeah, so they landed and then they had to go through a whole process of the way they unload the plane, then transfer them to I guess like their
their
loading dock
warehouse.
warehouse,
Mm.
and that's where we had to pick them up, and even that was a hassle finding. Um, just because it's industrial. They're like, "Oh yeah, come to Bay 3," and we're like, "There's 3,000 bays. Where the hell is Bay
And none of
3?"
them are labeled.
Yeah, and each building or bays or sets of bays were for different companies, so we had to find the company that flew them in, um, and then you know just go through that process. But Hector made that
Mm.
kind of easy to deal with. And then we left Santo Domingo about 10:30, 11 p.m. that night.
About 11:15 or something like
Hmm.
that. Yeah,
And then it took us about 2 hours
and some
and some
change.
change to get into Punta Cana. Very dark road, but it was fairly easy, I guess.
Mm.
It was just the length that kind of wore us out, especially after driving so long, so many hours over the last
Couple
week or
days.
so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hmm. But we're finally here. I'm glad we're here. As you see, it's sunny. Um, I haven't had any bad weather yet, thank God. We're just enjoying a few days of downtime. We went out and got some food, some pollo victorinas, even though people say that's
It's
not.
like our KFC. It's
Yeah,
not that great. It's okay.
I like it. What else did we do so far? Went shopping.
Yeah, we went grocery shopping.
Hmm. And then Saturday we have a mixer planned with Jamie Gruber,
Hmm.
which is awesome. Finally get to meet him in person.
After
Uh,
so many months of
yeah,
chatting.
yeah, and that's something I'm looking forward to, meeting some people out there. Anything on your end?
No, I'm just glad we're finally here and I can, unwind for a little bit before my reality sinks back in and I have to go back to work on Tuesday. I think you still have a day or two off uh after
Hmm.
I have to go back, but
Yeah.
that's okay. I'm just glad that my boys are here, to be honest. Like, I was exhausted and I feel bad for CJ. I was cranky as hell on Wednesday when we were driving just because I was overly tired. We had like a 23-hour day. I was just tired.
Yeah, we woke up at 4 a.m.
You woke up at 4. I woke up before you.
Yeah, but I don't even know what day we woke up.
Wednesday, I woke up at 3:30. CJ
Hmm.
woke up at like 4:15, 4:30. And then we had to go drop off the boys at the kennel because we had already been told that there was like a 1 hour delay, so we couldn't drop them off.
And then yeah, because we'd miss our flights.
Yeah, so we did that. Got on our flight, got here, hung out with Jay and his family, and then by the time we got in, it was. By the time I got in bed, it was 2:30.
Hmm.
So I was exhausted and I was really cranky on the way here. Not to mention that when we did the directions to our Airbnb,
Oh yeah.
it sent me to a different community, and the guy's like, "Oh no, the other community. This is community number 3. Number 2 is down." He said down the block, but as a Dominican, I know down the block means it's about 3 miles. So I was already, you know, on level 1000. I was just tired, but I'm glad that we made it. Everybody got here safe. The boys are happy. I think they're still a little tired, but they're always tired.
Yeah, they're in the AC now, enjoying it
Mhm.
in their big beds. Oh yeah, shout out to Jay for that,
Oh yeah.
allowing us to use his Price Smart membership, which is like a Costco Sam's Club in Santo Domingo.
Hmm.
So we left all of their stuff behind, except for their food bowls. Um, and what else did we
They're
bring?
Kongs.
Their their Kong toys, which they love and walk around with. But yeah, we ended up having to buy them new beds, so we got that from there.
Blankets, a new
Blankets,
collar, a new
yeah,
leash, a bunch of stuff. But
yeah.
yeah, Jay was amazing enough to let us borrow his membership just so we can get them dog food and get them their beds and whatnot.
Hmm.
So Jay, once again, thank you.
Yep.
We really appreciate it.
As Jay said, we're family now, and he's our family now.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely. I can't wait for us to move into our place so that we can invite them over and
Hmm.
host them over, as well as the couple that we met while we were there.
Yep.
We're just really looking forward to start living our version of our best island life.
Yeah. As we say, embracing paradise.
Yep.
Yep. But we will have another update video on our villa hunt, and that'll be dropping probably shortly after this one. Um, we just didn't want to have this update video run too long. And then we'll get more into our villa search, um, which
A realtor.
yes, sorry about the dog as well if you hear that. It's the neighbors um, behind us, to
Hmm.
the side of us somewhere. But yeah, so keep an eye out on that video. Anything else you want to add for this update?
Nope. Just make sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell so you can stay in contact or up to date with us, I should say,
Mhm.
and also follow our IG, which is at We Are Embracing Paradise. And keep the comments coming. We
Yes.
really appreciate the interaction with you guys. Um, we love talking to you guys. We love hearing your perspectives and where you're at. If you're planning the move, let us know.
Hmm.
And to the one gentleman that I met at the car rental place, you're awesome.
All right, everybody. Take care.
Bye,
Bye.
guys.